It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Hello, Soul family. Jordan Peterson coming at you live from our Soul Studios here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Lately here in Utah, we've been going through a little bit of a monsoon season, which is nuts because we live in a desert. You may have noticed that when Greg and Kendall did the Why Soul Works back on Tuesday, and you enjoyed the listening to the hail as it pounded the window over here to our left. It's been crazy. We got an inch of rain in 30 minutes through that storm, and then we got pounded again on Saturday and Sunday, which is way unique for us. It's way more water than we're usually used to, so it's kind of wild. But man, it's been a great time, and I hope you guys had a great weekend wherever you're at. I know that Texas has been hit by some hurricanes lately, so hopefully everybody's just doing well. But it's so good to have you guys all join me live today. Today is August 19th. We're about 2/3 of the way done with August already, which is crazy. It seems like Monday mornings come so quickly for me. It's like one after another. And it's just amazing how quickly these months fly by. If you haven't already, please chime in on our YouTube channel. Let us know that you are out there. We'll get your name into our bucket of fun and make sure you are qualified to win a fantastic little prize from us today, because we'd like to reward you for joining us live as always. And not only that, we also have a bucket of fun for our SN Sweeps participants, those who posted on their favorite social media platform and hashtagged it with SN Sweeps so we can find you. We also have those who have signed up for Ignite. Man, this is a great time to just come be with us in October. So we've got a great group on there already. We're gonna have a great group with us. It's just so much fun. And then we also are giving out these prizes. I want to make sure you guys can see what we're going on. So these Cinnamate mugs, if you don't know this already, for whatever reason, the drinks just taste better in the mug that they're supposed to be in. It says their name on them. It just tastes better. You know, my favorite way to do it is this way. I can get a little bit extra in here. But man, it's the way to go. And then we also have, that's 2 prizes. And the last but not least, ooh, you guys are gonna like this one. Little surprise. So we'll see if you guys are feeling lucky today. We'll make sure you win. But yeah, as long as you guys go ahead and chime in, we can see you and we'll get you taken care of. Sound good? Fantastic. Now, as always, you guys have been around a while. You know we love to recognize those who are bringing new people and more people into the Soul family. We just love making the table bigger so more people can fit and be a part of what we got going on. We like to recognize you in this little segment we call Rock and Roll. And here we go, our top 10 for the past week. Coming in number 10, we have Charlotte Sullivan. At 9, we have Marisol Montesano. Coming in at 8, we have Eliza Endrick. At 7, Silvina Castaneda. We've got Magali Hernandez coming in at 6. Rounding our top 5, we have Maria Lopez coming in at 5. Jordana Espinosa coming in at 4. We've got Teresa Choc coming in at 3. And our top 2, Enaida Feliz. And number 1 for the past week is Lydia Ferrentino. Congratulations, guys. It's so much fun to see you guys continue to bring people in. As I put this list together, I look at it from the previous Monday to Sunday. So this period went from the 12th, August 12th to the 18th, which was yesterday. So if you want to participate in this, go out there, invite people to join Soul, get them a trial box. As you know, we've got these great trial boxes that are so easy to get to people. You get $10 for every one of them you sell. And then when they enroll, you actually still can earn a Soul Quick off of them, that 35%, which is fantastic. And so, and these rock and rolls, they combine both. Those who have sold trial boxes, those who enroll people, and we'll get you taken care of and get you moving forward, which is awesome. Now, we also had some good participation this last week in our SN Sweeps marketing campaign that we have out there on social media. Wanted to show you an example of what we're seeing here. And this one comes from Savannah Young. It says 5 insights from my journey to better digestion and how I overcame extreme food sensitivities. And then over on the right, talks about listening to her body, paying attention to my body's signals was crucial in identifying what foods were causing issues. The power of resetting. The Soul Naturals 3-day mind-body reset was a game changer. It helped me start fresh and clear out toxins, paving the way for better digestion. Holistic practices matter. Incorporating foot reflexology and other holistic methods provided relief and balanced my body's systems. There's also patience and consistency. Healing didn't happen overnight. Sticking to a plan and being patient with the process was essential for long-term success. That's a big one if you're doing this. You got to realize it took your whole life to get to where you're at right now, so it might take a little while to get you figured out and in a better spot. Number 5, build a support team. Surrounding myself with knowledgeable professionals and supportive friends made a huge difference. Their guidance and encouragement were invaluable. Navigating extreme food sensitivities taught me that with the right practices and support, you can overcome even the toughest hurdles. Have you had a similar experience? Share your insights and tips below. Love it. Good stuff, guys. And see how easy that is. Just sharing some things that she's seen in her own journey. A nice little video of her sitting there drinking her favorite drink. It's so easy. Guys, you guys all should be participating each week and posting something about what you've got going on. The key here is this: people are watching you, especially those of you who are super active on social media. If they only see you talking about certain things and health and stress and all those things that you're focused on every now and again, they may be like, is that person really seriously doing this anymore? I can't even remember the last time they even talked about it. I don't want to be a part of something that people are just dabbling in. I want to be a part of something that people are consistent in. And so is that something I should really jump into and be a part of? Or I don't know. It doesn't seem like, maybe it's not working. Maybe that's why they're not posting about it anymore. You can see how there's a lot of questions that can come up to people if they're not seeing some consistent stuff going on there. So make that brand whatever that brand's going to be for you, and let people know what you're doing out there. A lot of them are going to watch for a long time before they finally take the plunge, or life circumstances are just going to change. And finally, they'll be in a situation where they'll be like, I need that. I didn't realize I was in a bad spot, but now I am. Or something changed and now I'm in a tricky spot. Or I just want to be better. I'm tired of being stuck where I'm at. And just you being consistent with your messaging and what you got going on there will always lead them right back to you, so they know that you have the answers, and they'll just want to know how it works for you. That's what's so great about these testimonies that you're seeing on these SN sweeps. They don't care about the science behind it and all this stuff. They just want to know, did it work for you? Right? And that's how it goes. And then from there, they can jump into it and find more information if they'd like. So it's awesome. We have a great testimony here too that came in from a customer, again, a member. It says, prior felt sluggish and not as alert. Now felt energetic, have mental clarity and less inflammation. How interesting is that? That's what it's so interesting, is people just share just those little things that make a huge difference. And it's not that they're terribly on the side where they're not functional anymore. Just listen, prior felt sluggish and not as alert. Who hates that feeling, man? You get that spot where you're just not as sharp as you could be, and it's just tricky to function and do the things that you want to in life. And now feel energetic, have mental clarity with less inflammation. That's great stuff, man. That's what it's all about. Speaking of consistency, I wanted to do a little spotlight today. As you know, we are always looking at Prime and different factors of success to give you guys kind of the tips that you need to understand how better to become the best version of yourselves and how to really take your business to that next level, whatever level that might be for you. And Prime is one of those key things, because if you're hitting Prime every month, one, it means you're using the product, so you have to order at least $150 in product each month in order to qualify for Prime. It means you're sharing it with others and helping others become better as well, because at the bare minimum, you have to sign up 4 people, right? And then with those 4 people, we actually have to share a little bit about the products and enough to get them excited, so you're not just doing maybe a one product sell or one product share, right? Because the minimum there, you need at least about $125 on average for enrollments to hit that Prime each month. Now, on average for this last week, the average enrollment size was $197.31. So our average is significantly higher than the minimum we ask you to do to hit Prime, which is interesting, right? But it makes it easy for you. Now, one of the people that I've looked at recently who has been so consistent with Prime was also on our rock and roll this week, coming in at number 5, which is really interesting because there's a high correlation between hitting Prime and then also being on our rock and roll every week. And that person is Maria Lopez. Now, looking at her and what she's done is pretty fantastic, to be honest with you. She has been Prime every single month since August of 2022. So she's now at her 2-year mark of hitting Prime every single month. So then we're like, man, that's awesome. That's so consistent. How great is that? And then we're like, Well, how often has she hit Prime throughout this whole process? Now, she signed up with us back in 2018, the end of 2018. She's been a part of Soul now for 69 months. In those 69 months, Maria Lopez has hit Prime 60 times. 60 out of the 69 months that she's been a part of Soul, she has hit Prime. That has led to literally thousands of extra dollars in her pocket just doing what she's doing. How many of you would love to have that extra money in your pocket as well, just doing the same stuff you're doing, but just maybe in a little more efficient way, making sure we're consistently hitting those 4 people each month, make sure we're placing our own order of $150 a month, and that'll really put us in a great spot to move forward. Isn't that awesome though? Congratulations to her and just showing how we're doing this thing. It's just so great. So yeah, 60 out of the 69 months she's been with Soul, she's hit, and that's through the pandemic, that's through everything, that's through the summers, that's through the holidays. Literally, she's hit it every single month since August of 2022. So pretty awesome stuff. Talking about consistency, one thing that we're seeing that is consistent in a lot of people's lives right now is chronic stress. It's wearing people down and it's really hard. And it was interesting as I was putting this together this last week, there was a study that was shown where they took a wolf and they put a wolf in a cage. And on either side of the wolf, one side was a lamb that could see the wolf, although they were in separate cages, it could see the wolf. On the other side was another lamb, but there was, they put a wall up so it couldn't see the wolf. So it was in the same proximity to the wolf. It was just across it was just in the separate cage, just right across the way, same proximity. It just couldn't see the wolf, whereas the other lamb could see the wolf clearly through the bars of the cage. And then they thought, I wonder what the effect of this stress will cause on these 2 lambs. So they decided to make it scientific and keep everything consistent. So they decided to feed the lambs the exact same amount of food, give them the exact same amount of water, same amount of sunlight, same amount of everything else, just to see what the effect would have of the lamb actually being able to see the threat versus the other lamb who couldn't see the threat, although the threat was just as close as the other lamb. Well, it didn't take very long to notice that the lamb that could see the wolf was in a bad way. It wouldn't eat. It was having a hard time sleeping. And it was constantly worried about this lamb or this wolf that was next to it in the cage. It stayed away from the bars that were closest to the wolf, stayed away from it. It couldn't relax. And that chronic stress really wore it down to the point where it actually died not very long after being in this cage next to this wolf. Whereas the lamb on the other side, although it was in the same proximity to this wolf, just because it couldn't see it, man, life was great. It ate the great food that it was given. It was sleeping well, all those wonderful things, and it was putting itself in a great spot. Now, chronic stress, there's no question it has an effect on our bodies, and it puts us in a spot where we don't want to be. There's a lot going on today. There is a lot going on today. Everybody in the U.S. right now is being affected by the same things. The economy is in a tricky spot, no question. Gas prices are high. Right, we're in a tricky spot there. We've got a political situation with votes and all that stuff. The election coming up here in the next few months, and we're all kind of feeling those same pressures, and they're all kind of in the same proximity to us. But the key thing with that lamb that died was stopped eating, stopped getting the nutrition it needed, and it was so focused on danger, although it wasn't real danger because the danger wasn't even going to get it, that it put itself in a bad spot and wasn't able to thrive. Well, there's a lot of friends that you have. There's a lot of people out there that are suffering with chronic stress as well. They're just in a bad spot. They're feeling the dangers. They're feeling the pressures. They're feeling all these things. And although they may be the same to you as they are to them, they're just handling it not as well, right? And they're just in a tricky spot. Well, luckily for us, we have great nutrition that we can give them, which help the body to manage things. If you study how chronic stress affects the body and how nutrition plays a role in it, they say that stress affects nutrition and nutrition affects stress. There's absolutely correlation between the two. And if we give our bodies what it needs, it's amazing how our bodies can naturally handle the different stresses that we come upon. Our bodies are great at handling short-term stress, things that come up suddenly, that don't last a long time, and that we're able to move forward with. But the stuff that really can drag on for a long time, our body needs a little extra help. And with the food that we're eating nowadays, with it being highly processed or maybe over harvested. There's not as much minerals and vitamins in the land as there used to be. Man, we can just put ourselves in a bad spot. That's why we love what we got going on here with Soul. It can give ourselves the nutritional balance and energy and lift that we need, that we can have that same testimonial as that last one we read, right? Felt sluggish and not as alert. Now I feel energetic and have mental clarity. Once you have that mental clarity, you can recognize the different things for what they really are. I think if you could have talked to that lamb and said, listen, lamb, that wolf's never coming in this cage. It's behind bars. You're going to be fine. It's never going to hurt you. It would have been in a whole different situation. But man, we're just in a tough spot right now. We're seeing that all the time, right? So hopefully you guys will be able to share with others and continue to bring them to the Soul family and put them in a great spot. And then, as I mentioned before, the financial stress is getting people. This is a great opportunity here to be able to build a business and do something where you can help alleviate a little bit of that as well. You have the tools to be a hero in somebody's life. So continue to reach out to people, continue to share. We're going to see great things, and then invite them to come to Ignite with us. Let them see what we got going on, and you're going to see some great things come from it. Sound good? All right, guys, let's get you out of here then. Onto your Monday and get you taken care of. We've got the bucket of fun full of names of those who are on live with us. We got our Ignite, and then we got our SN sweeps, and we are going to take care of you properly. We're going to do the mugs for those who are coming to Ignite with SN sweeps, and then we got the mystery box, which is honestly, it's another mug, but it's a fantastic big one for lift. And my daily lift mug, and you're going to love it too. So let's get you guys out of here, and we'll get you on your way. As I mentioned before, man, we're just excited for you guys to be a part of what we got going on. So here we go. The first winner, SN Sweeps for the week, is none other than Savannah Young. I'll tell you what, if you post enough and you get chosen, sometimes you get a little bit of good karma going your way and get a win there. This is for Ignite. We're going to have to get a bigger bowl because we've got a lot of people in here, but I'm so excited for you guys to come to be a part of this. And here we go. We've got Denise Norbert. Denise Norbert coming to Ignite with us. Love it. And last but not least, we've got those who are on live with us today. Who else is feeling lucky? Here we go. And the winner of that is Chris Lott. Chris Lott, this will be great for you. We're out doing your thing. All right, guys. As always, keep sharing Soul. We sure love you, and we hope to see you again soon.